A lawyer representation letter is often one of the first documents sent after an accident, insurance claim, or legal dispute. Many people don't realize that once an attorney formally notifies the other party that they represent a client, communication procedures immediately change. If this letter is not sent promptly, important records could be lost, evidence could disappear, or an insurance company might continue contacting the client directly. That's why a lawyer representation letter serves an important legal purpose right from the beginning of a case. A lawyer representation letter is a formal letter sent by an attorney to notify another party, insurance company, business, or individual that the attorney has been retained to represent a client. It establishes the attorney as the primary point of contact, requests relevant documents and information, and often instructs the recipient to preserve evidence related to the matter. Here is how to write it. Sender information. At the top of the letter, we have the attorney's information. This includes the attorney's name, law firm name, business address, email address, and telephone number. This section is important because it clearly identifies who is representing the client and provides official contact information for future communications. Always ensure that attorney and firm details are complete and accurate. Date. Next, we have the date, June 21st, 2026. The date is extremely important in legal correspondence because it establishes when representation was formally communicated. This can become significant if questions arise later regarding communications, evidence preservation, or claim handling timelines. Never leave out the date in a legal letter. Recipient information. Next comes the recipient's information. This identifies exactly who should receive and process the notice of representation. Proper recipient information helps ensure the letter reaches the correct department without delay. Subject line. Next, we have the subject line. Subject, Notice of Legal Representation for Olivia Carter. This is clear, direct, and professional. A strong subject line allows the recipient to immediately understand the purpose of the letter and identify the client involved. In legal correspondence, clarity is extremely important. Salutation. The letter then begins with, "Dear Claims Representative." This is a professional greeting commonly used when the specific individual's name is unknown. It maintains a respectful tone while addressing the appropriate department. Even in legal matters, professional courtesy remains important. Notice of representation. Now let's move into the first body paragraph. This paragraph establishes the most important purpose of the letter. The paragraph states, "Please be advised that this law firm has been retained to represent Ms. Olivia Carter regarding matters arising from the motor vehicle accident that occurred on May 30th, 2026. This paragraph immediately informs the insurance company that the client now has legal representation. There is no unnecessary background information. The attorney clearly identifies the client and the matter involved. This direct approach is important because it removes any uncertainty about who represents the client. Communication instructions. Next comes one of the most important sections of the letter. The paragraph says, "Effective immediately, all communications concerning this matter should be directed exclusively to my office. Please refrain from contacting my client directly regarding any aspect of this claim unless expressly authorized by this office." This request is made to ensure that all communications are handled appropriately and efficiently throughout the claims process. This paragraph establishes communication procedures moving forward. Why is this important? Once representation has been established, attorneys typically want communications routed through their office to protect their clients' interests and ensure consistent handling of the case. This paragraph clearly explains that requirement in a professional manner. When writing a representation letter, clarity is essential because misunderstandings can create unnecessary complications later. Request for claim documents. Now let's move to the next paragraph. The paragraph states, "We respectfully request that you acknowledge our representation and provide copies of any applicable insurance policies, claim documents, correspondence, investigative materials, and other records relevant to this matter. Additionally, please confirm the claim number associated with this case and identify the claims adjuster assigned to handle it. This section requests important information needed to evaluate the claim. A lawyer cannot properly assess a case without reviewing available records and documentation. Notice that the request is professional and specific. Rather than making broad demands, the attorney clearly identifies the documents needed. This makes it easier for the recipient to respond efficiently. Status of the investigation. Next comes the paragraph discussing the client's ongoing evaluation of the claim. The paragraph reads, "Our client is currently evaluating the circumstances surrounding the incident and the resulting damages. As part of our representation, we are gathering documentation and information necessary to assess the claim fully." This section informs the insurance company that the investigation and evaluation process is ongoing. It signals that the attorney is actively collecting information before making further decisions regarding the claim. This helps establish the professional context of the representation. Preservation of evidence. Now let's look at one of the most significant paragraphs in the entire letter. The paragraph says, "We ask that all evidence, records, photographs, electronic data, reports, and other materials related to this matter be preserved to avoid the loss or destruction of potentially relevant information." This is commonly known as a preservation request. Why is this paragraph so important? Evidence can sometimes be lost, deleted, overwritten, or discarded during the normal course of business. By formally requesting preservation, the attorney creates a written record showing that relevant evidence should be retained. This can become very important if disputes arise later regarding missing information. For many legal matters, this paragraph may be one of the most critical parts of the entire letter. Future contact information. Next comes the paragraph regarding future communications. The paragraph states, "Please direct all future correspondence, requests, and inquiries to my attention at the address, telephone number, or email listed above." This reinforces the communication instructions provided earlier. Repeating this information helps prevent confusion and ensures that future communications are directed properly. In legal correspondence, repetition of important instructions is often intentional. Closing paragraph. Now let's move to the final paragraph. The paragraph says, "Thank you for your cooperation. We look forward to working with you toward an efficient resolution of this matter. Kindly acknowledge receipt of this letter at your earliest convenience." This is a professional closing that encourages cooperation while requesting confirmation that the letter has been received. The tone remains courteous and respectful throughout. A good legal letter can be firm while still maintaining professionalism. Closing and signature. The letter ends with, "Sincerely, Mason Blake, Attorney at Law, Blake Legal Group." This closing formally identifies the attorney and law firm responsible for the representation. Including the attorney's title and firm name reinforces the official nature of the correspondence. And that's how you write a professional lawyer representation letter step by step. If this video helped you, please like, comment, and subscribe to Writing Tutorials for more practical writing guides and sample documents. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.